who wants to talk about this? This is the Fabergé Crochet Blanket, and it's done on an 8mm crochet hook with Be So Easy yarn. Bulky weight yarn that has drape. Look at that. How pretty is this? So I used 10 balls of Be So Easy yarn in color sky blue with an 8mm hook, and I've got about a 52-inch square blanket here. Isn't that beautiful? It is an easy to memorize stitch pattern, and it works up quickly. If you want to make it larger than the one that I made, you would just keep working in the established pattern, and you would need a few more balls of yarn. There is a free pattern page for you to check out the pattern. There is also an ad-free $1.99 download pattern. It has all the written instructions with stitch counts at the end of each round, and there is a detailed chart included with that too. There is also a Fabergé crochet blanket video, and in that video I'm going to show you how to start this pattern while simultaneously showing you how to read it on the chart, and I will be saying it as it is written in the written instructions. So not only will you see how to make these stitches, including the most complicated stitch in this one is a double crochet 5 together, but I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. But you can also learn how to read the pattern and read the video and read the chart in the video. It's going to be awesome. I think you're going to enjoy the video very much. I think you're going to enjoy the pattern very much too. It is an easy to memorize stitch pattern, and like I said, in Be So Easy yarn and an 8mm hook, this works up very, very quickly. You could make it smaller for a baby blanket, but if you wanted to make it bigger for, you know, snuggling on the couch or maybe even putting over your bed, you could just keep going in the established pattern too. You could make an absolutely stunning square shawl in this pattern too. And when you make a square shawl, one of the coolest things you can do with a square shawl is fold it in half like this and have a tiered triangular shawl. So look at how pretty that is, and I'll put it on so you can see. So it actually doubles as a shawl pattern too. Oh, let me grab a shawl pin because this looks amazing on. Amazing, right? I thought it was amazing as a blanket, but oh my gosh, this is amazing as a shawl. You guys, this feels so good too. Oh my goodness. So good. Someone said, could you make a shrug out of this? Absolutely, you could make a shrug out of this. Let's see, we might need to move the camera down. I think you can see that pretty well. So I've taken my blanket and I've folded it in half. Okay, doesn't matter lengthwise, whatever. It's a square. You just fold it in half. You want to line up 2 corners and line up 2 corners. And yesterday I pinned this at about, I think I pinned about this much for the sleeve. So I'm going to eyeball that here as well. Here we go. Line up the decrease stitches. So then there's this one. All right, so we'll line those up. I'm trying to line it up so that it's even. And again, I'm doing this live on camera in the sand. You could always do this you could always do this more conveniently at home, right? I'm just going to thread back and forth, kind of like tying shoelaces. And there we go. Go. All right, we did make it all the way, just barely. But I don't think you'd really want a whole lot of ties hanging down on something like this either. So I did a chain 100 and then tied knots on each of the ends. And so I'll do that for the other side. Okay, so now we've taken our blanket, we folded it in half. We went from the corner to, I don't know, about a foot from the corner, and used that chain tie to corset tie or like shoelace, lace up the 2 sides together. so that it's a temporary seam. I don't want to be forced into only wearing it as a shrug. I want to still be able to use it as a blanket and wear it as that folded over double-tiered triangular shawl. So in order to have all of these options, the best way is to temporarily seam things instead of permanently seaming them. But if you only want this as a shrug, then you could just sew those two sides together, and that would be very easy too. All right, so now I'm going to stand up, and now you can see we've created a shrug instead. Oh my God, look at this. This is so beautiful. I love the sleeves. I love the size of the sleeves. If you wanted the sleeves smaller, you could probably gather these and, you know, even make a cuff if you really wanted to. But for me, I think this is just so dramatic and beautiful. What do you guys think? Isn't that amazing? It's a blanket. A blanket in number 5 bulky weight yarn that we turned into a beautiful shrug with amazing drape. How awesome is that? There we go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions at all, please leave them for me in the comments. Everything we talked about today, you can find as links in the video description below. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you in the next video.